Most people think that models don't really eat anything, they deprive themselves of food, and instead they smoke cigarettes and may or may not take illicit substances to curb their appetite. So in this video, I want to show you guys what I eat in a day as a male model. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Matt. I'm a specialist physiotherapist, personal trainer, and as you've guessed, a male model. Over the course of my career, I've helped hundreds of people get pain-free and into the best shape of their lives. So the first thing I do after waking up is actually have a cold shower. As weird as that is to say, after doing it consistently every single morning, except Sundays, for the last year, it has absolutely changed my life. There are so many health benefits. One of the biggest ones is I've got sick far less often. I've only been sick once this year, and that was like a very minor cold. Touch wood. Even more so than the health benefits and making you feel alive in the morning, like it really wakes you up because you get into the cold shower and immediately after the jets hit you, it's like and that delivers a lot of oxygen to your brain and your body, which helps you feel more alert. The biggest thing that I've noticed is the psychological benefit. There's a part of the brain called the AMCC, which is connected to your willpower or your will to live, right? And when you do something that you really don't want to do, if you overcome this limbic friction and you do it, it makes that part of the brain grow. And in essence, what you're doing is making your willpower stronger, making your will to live stronger. After I've had a cold shower, I've got dressed, I've done a bit of my skincare, I will ensure that I hydrate properly. This is at least 1 to 2 glasses of filtered or mineral or distilled water, but if I use distilled water I have to use a pinch of Himalayan sea salt and a little bit of lemon just to add some electrolytes. I then try to get outdoors as soon as I can for some sunlight exposure. Now on this particular day there was no sunlight, but sometimes we are lucky enough to be blessed with some sun in England. Regardless of that, some sunlight comes through the clouds anyway, so you get those health benefits. You get the vitamin D and it helps wake you up and regulate your sleep cycle. And then when I get back from my walk, I like to have a cup of black coffee, my first bit of caffeine, around 60 to 90 minutes after waking up. And this black coffee is really important because it prolongs my fast. I follow intermittent fasting. I just wait around 4 to 6 hours after waking up before I have my first meal. For those of you who follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, you'll know that I've been in China for the last 10 days. And whilst it was a great trip, I got to see some really cool stuff and eat some delicious food. It meant that tracking macros was extremely difficult. I basically was unable to track due to a lack of internet connection or a lack of stable internet connection with MyFitnessPal. And also because I was eating out for every meal, you can't really track for these things, right? You don't have those anchor meals that I normally preach about. And of course, I was unable to stick to my gym routine. Anyway, this is my first day back in England and I really want to get back on track. So for my first meal, which I usually eat around 12 p.m, I'm having one of my favorite anchor meals, which is a 3-egg omelette with some chopped white onions, pan fried of course, or sauteed, and 125 grams of white basmati rice with a protein shake that I made that consists of my protein whey isolate, chocolate smooth flavor, which is the best flavor in my opinion, 350 milliliters of oat milk, barista edition, 200 grams of strawberry and banana smoothie mix, and around 30 grams of frozen spinach. So I'm gonna eat this with probably a bit of chili. The best. Low calorie chili sauce. And after I've eaten this, I'm going to go for a lovely little walk. Oh, that was the wrong sauce. That was sweet chili. Nope. A bit of hot spicy sauce, which goes really well with omelette. This Incona sauce, very low calorie. I'll have this, try and enjoy this meal, and then I'll go for a lovely walk for about an hour to help digest the food and also get more sunlight. I will catch you guys at my next meal. And we are back for my second meal at 3:50 p.m. I usually have it between 3:30 and 4 p.m. Unfortunately, I already took a bite because this is the second take, because the first take, I didn't even show you guys the sandwich, right? So now here it is. What we have here is 2 tuna bloomer salad sandwiches. The Jackson's bloomer bread from Waitrose with 1 can or 1 fridge pot of John West tuna with about 1.5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, full fat mayonnaise, not that light stuff crap, as well as a clementine, which I've partly eaten. There's one little slice missing. And that's one of my 5 a day. But this meal is a great pre-workout snack. It's going to give me some good carbs, some salad leaves to slow down the digestion and give it a fiber, as well as some micronutrients, and the tuna and mayo fats and protein. So here's a meal. Why is that dressed? No. Let's try that again. Here is the meal. I'm doing this because it could become a thumbnail. I'll eat this and I'll be ready to work out in about 2 hours' time.
Welcome to a very, very quick squat workout. Well, I say it was quick, it still ended up taking me an hour and a half because I was doing high bar squats, 5 sets of 5 of 112.5 kg. Previously, I was doing 130 kg of low bar squats, 5x5. So the difference is pretty staggering. It's quite humbling, but I want to get strong at high bar squats. I also found there's more carryover for athletic activity, and it does target those quads a little bit more, puts a little bit less strain on your back. After doing 5x5 high bar squats, I then moved on to 3 sets of 10 plus 35 kg Romanian deadlifts or stiff-legged deadlifts with 16 kg dumbbells in each hand. And I did some accessories which were a little bit boring, so I didn't put them in here, but those included some reverse lunges and calf raises. I just finished my workout and now it's time for my final meal of the day. It's currently a little bit later than I would like because my workout took longer. I normally eat around 8 p.m, 8:30 at the latest, but it's like 8:45, which is a bit annoying. But here's what we've got. This delicious sushi mix. We have 2 pieces of nigiri, 4 pieces of soft shell crab roll, 9 pieces of prawn tempura roll, 1 piece of tuna, 1 piece of sea bass, 1 piece of salmon nigiri. Usually I try and make dinner more fun because I pretty much eat the same thing every day for meal 1 and meal 2. So meal 3, I like to vary it up and it makes me enjoy life a bit more. And for the grand finale, I finish up with some dessert. I always eat these mochis. They fulfill the craving that I have for something a little bit sweet after salty food, after savory. A whole pack of these is simply 400 calories for 6 of these mochis. I eat the whole pack because once you open it, you've got to eat it, right? That is a full day of eating as a male model. As you can see, we don't consume illicit substances. Well, at least I don't. I'm trying to live a healthier life. But I think a lot of that is because I have a background in personal training for the last 8 years, a background in physiotherapy for the last 5, and I've been consistent with my fitness journey, i.e. I've been in great shape for the last 10 years. This concludes the last episode in my How to Build an Aesthetic Body in 2026 series. If you guys are interested, I've got some spots open with my online coaching, link in the bio if you want to sort of change your life for the better, get lean, get strong, get in shape. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.